So, would you like to talk about Kenny's interview from the bed in the medical facility? That was not a hospital room. They found a urgent care somewhere that probably in his hometown that was friendly to the cause, didn't they?
I don't know where they shot it from. I was wondering. He seemed very serious.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He did a decent promo here in his own way, and I know a lot of people have said, "Oh, now Cornette's come around. He loves Kenny." No, I've complimented him on a couple of things and a couple of times when he said something logical for once. And here I'm going to say he did a decent promo here in his own way because he still talks like a breathless, douchey pussy, but now it sounds like he means what he's saying in this interview because part of it is if your guts were goddamn on the verge of exploding, you wouldn't be able to really get too awful over the top mad or whatever. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying? At least in this interview in this medical facility bed, he sounded like he meant what he was saying. Maybe he's a little more clear headed now that he's gone through this. He's had medical supervision here for the past several weeks. But before, he not only did the breathy douchebaggery promo type of thing, but he didn't make any sense and he didn't believe anything he said. Here, at least, he's getting the story over and it sounds like he means it. Now, having said that, he may be our only hope because they're saying he's an EVP too, and he's now decided he's going to make matches. So he's made a challenge to the Lollipop Guild to face Team AEW for Anarchy in the Arena, which will be FTR and two more guys that are going to be revealed apparently tonight in the program from what he says. And so now we're to assume that he'll be making the babyface matches when the Buckaroos are doing the heel shit, I guess, right? In the logic of what they're trying to do.
From the hospital, I guess.
From the hospital. Well, if Tony can do it from the goddamn green screen in Jacksonville, he can do it from the hospital in Winnipeg, Caney.
This show is falling off and is such a mess right now. Now we're going to have multiple people making matches, maybe. Here's the other big problem, and again, it goes into the big issue. Tony Khan doing an injury angle with his dad in the ring, which has never been followed up on this show. Kenny Omega doing a promo about how he may never wrestle again and then getting hit in the guts and having to do promos from the hospital. These are big angles that were wasted on the Young Bucks and Jack Perry. Because if you look at almost anyone else in that company, let's take Moxley. If Moxley all of a sudden punched Tony Khan in the stomach and yelled at Chad or something, and then the next week Moxley put Omega in the hospital on its face without changing anything, it would mean more than the Bucks and Jack Perry doing it. Even though they're EVPs.
What would you think if Tony Khan, if CM Punk had we wouldn't be told, oh, this is a work, but if the story had come out that CM Punk had put Tony Khan in front face lock instead of fucking Jungle Jack off, and Tony Khan said, I'm going to get goddamn, when he was still healthy, Kenny to do something about this, that would have drawn some fucking money, wouldn't it?
Anyone there, that's the thing. Doing an angle where Kenny's hospitalized, which is legit, apparently, that he's really having diverticulitis surgery at some point, and that Tony Khan would be injured off TV, it could have been something to make a heel over a couple weeks with a good build. It could have been something to cause an increase in interest in the product. It could have been something to take someone who was a heel and get them over to a whole new level. Instead, because of the acting skills of the Bucks and Jack Perry, because Okada is just standing there like a fish. What is he doing with these? If Okada had done it, if they had brought in Okada and they not tied him with the Bucks and he had punched Tony Khan in the stomach and injured Omega, he'd be the biggest heel in the company right now. Instead, no one takes any of this seriously.
He's the adult chaperone for the fucking children.
So, I mean, that's my thing. That's my big takeaway with the Omega promo. And, he, again, he's not, other than being in the hospital, hi, Kenny here. Like, he seemed fine. Yeah. He wasn't grimacing or anything. It's just, it's all a big missed opportunity. They're finally doing something where the owner of the company and EVPs get beat up, and it means less than anything else they've done up to this point.
And then, after I said some kind words about Kenny's promo, I'd just like to say that he finished sitting there in a fucking bed in a medical facility hooked up to several monitors. The way he closed this serious promo was by blowing us a kiss, saying goodnight, and banging us. Mwah, good night, and bang.
It's got to be a better way to phrase that.
Got to be a better way to do it.
Hi, I'm in a hospital. You may notice I look really injured. Show it, act it, be injured, not just, I have tape on my stomach. I'm obviously injured. There's a wire somewhere in the background here. They fuck up everything. I mean, there's nothing they get right. It's unbelievable.